And joining us right now, Jason Husak joins us. He's the Community and Marketing Developer with the Special Olympics Ontario. Hello.
Hey.
How are you? Good to see you here.
Great, yeah, thanks for having us.
We also have Kyle Dowd, the Admin Chair, Special Olympics Ottawa, or Ontario rather, Greater Ottawa. And good to see you, Kyle.
Thanks very much.
All right, Special Olympics, very, very important. We're going to talk about your event that's coming up on the 2nd of March, which is a Friday, called Indulge Ottawa. But first, Jason, would you like to tell us all about the Special Olympics?
Sure. Special Olympics is a really great cause and a really great organization. We provide sport programming for athletes with intellectual disabilities, ranges from as young as 2 years old to right up into the senior years. We provide year-round programming, and then people have the opportunity to advance to provincial games, national games, world games. So we run about 35 clubs here in Ottawa, and it's a really big success, and we have about 2,000 athletes in the Ottawa area. And
oh, wow.
It's great.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
And does it grow every year? Is there more and more athletes all the time?
Yeah, and Kyle can speak to how Ottawa's grown quite a bit. And,
okay. Sure.
Yeah.
So Kyle, how has it grown? Because 2,000 seems like quite a bit.
It is quite a bit. Every year we continue to add more athletes to the program. We have our school programs, which are also very active, and we often see athletes transition from work in the schools into our programming here in Ottawa. So we have a lot joining us each year, and we also have more volunteers coming each year. So we hope to continue to grow at a pace that's good and strong. But not too quickly.
Can I ask you, though, about the volunteers? I mean, how many volunteers does it take to make this happen?
In total right now, we have over 400 volunteers. And those volunteers work in different capacities. So some of them volunteer directly with the programming. So we have coaches for all of our sports. Many of the larger teams have their own managers. And we also have volunteers that are simply a good presence for our athletes. And then in the back end, we have the council itself, which consists of our executive council with myself as the admin chair. There's also a chair for the programming. And then we have our other council members, but we also have a number of sub-council support positions that assist us in the operations across the city.
A lot of people make this happen.
It does, yeah.
So Jason, you were mentioning, just to make it clear, because you always hear the word Olympics, so you think that it's every 4 years or something like that, but this is year-round venture for you guys.
Exactly. So a lot of what we do here in Ottawa is grassroots programming, so providing year-round training, people who will just be competing for their exercise weekly. But we do have a lot of athletes that do progress to higher levels. We just had last year 4 athletes go to the World Games, 3 of which had gold medals, and the other won 3 silver medals. So we had a great success that way, and this year is the National Summer Games, and we have 12 athletes from Ottawa going to the East Coast.
Very impressive. Yeah. Okay, so let's talk about this event, Indulge Ottawa. First of all, Kyle, I like the name of that, because you're indulging, you're having a good time. Seems what people like. I mean, I think the title just jumps out. How many years has Indulge Ottawa been around?
This is only our second year hosting this event. So we had a great inaugural year last year, and already we've outpaced our ticket sales for last year. So we're very excited.
So how many seats would there be available for this? Salah San Marco is where it's happening on Preston?
Yeah, so right now, well, in total, over 300 seats are available, but we've sold close to 200 already. So as we get down to the last week, we are rapidly running out, which is a good thing for us.
People have to get on it. So what then, Jason, is the format for the evening?
So the cost of the event itself is $60, but with that it includes all of your sampling from a lot of local restaurants, breweries, wineries, whiskey. So you get to sample. You don't need the pesky drink tickets that you see at some events.
Okay.
It's all included in the price of your admission. We also have live and silent auctions going on. Our auctioneer, Ryan Watson, is great. He does a lot of events around the city and is always an entertaining time.
Yeah.
It also includes the entertainment. We've got the dueling pianos coming on board, and it includes the drive home program from Responsible Choice, a photo booth, and basically everything for the evening is included in the price, aside from if you want to spend at our great auction. So.
Yeah, of course. Can you tell us about some of the items that are in the auction already? Yeah,
we have a wide range, and it ranges from gift certificates from a lot of the generous restaurants and vendors around the city to big items such as we got a worn uniform from Roger Federer, signed from a match he had a few years back against Djokovic.
Can I ask how you even got that? That's something.
Yeah, that's just looking through different possible mailing lists and developing contacts with. It's actually his mother runs the fan club.
Okay.
His fan club in
that's
back
something.
in
Do you know if it's
Europe.
washed, by the way?
It's definitely washed.
There might have been more value if it wasn't washed.
Yeah.
I'm just throwing that out there.
Yeah, but
maybe not.
certificate of
Authenticity?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Can you tell us about some of the partner of beverages and foods that'll be there, people that are partnering with you?
We have a lot of fantastic partners, actually. So the event is actually being sponsored by two leads. So there is BMO Bank of Montreal, which is sponsoring, and Engel and Volkers Ottawa are our two lead sponsors for the event. We have a number of different restaurants that have come out as well. So we were actually just able to confirm a few minutes ago. So Jason, if you want to go ahead.
Yeah, so the restaurants participating are going to be the Senate, Sir Lee, Central Beer House, Sala San Marco, Mulligan's, and just a couple minutes ago we confirmed that Heart and Crown on Preston will be participating.
Wonderful.
And then we have over 11 different beverage suppliers, so 6 of the great craft breweries here in Ottawa, as well as 3 wine companies, a whiskey table, and a cider.
That is something else. Indulge Ottawa is the name of the event happening on Friday, March 2nd. Kyle, if people want to be a part of what happens here, Special Olympics related in Ottawa, what's the best way are you always looking for volunteers and people to jump on board?
Always. We can always use more help. Certainly, all of our sports are actively looking for volunteers. The best thing I can say is that you don't actually have to have a sport background. If you're just interested in coming out to volunteer, we have a number of ways you can help. Our website name's a little bit long, but if you Google Special Olympics Ottawa, you will find our website will be the first result, and all of our information is there for how you can volunteer, how you get involved. The points of contact are there for everyone on council as well if you want to reach out directly. I've got access to my email 24/7, so if someone sends me a note, we'll be happy to hear from you.
Wonderful. Jason and Kyle, thank you very much for being here today.
Thanks
Spreading the word. Indulge Ottawa, March 2nd, Sala San Marco, to support the Special Olympics right here in Ottawa. Get your tickets while they're still available. Details on Kids Fest Ottawa coming up next.